Hey, it's Victoria McCooey from victoriamccooey.com, and I am here with another episode of Manic Monday. So every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern, I go live and I talk about what's going on in your own co-parenting situations. So I ask you to comment or send me an email at victoriamccooey.com with what you're struggling with. Are you trying to co-parent with a really difficult ex, and is it making your life a horror show? Are you struggling constantly with trying to figure out how to make reasonable decisions for your children with someone you can barely even stand to look at? I mean, I totally understand what that's like. So I come on here and I address your very specific questions right here. But first, I would like to ask you, how do I look? Because my amazing children, I have 5 children, 3 of mine and 2 stepchildren, but you know, we don't say steps. We're all one happy blended family. Gave me this amazing new light for my videos. And I'm hoping that I look a lot better now that I have the right lighting for these videos. So thanks, guys. And here is something that someone in the community wrote to me this week, and I'm sure all of you are going to be able to relate to this because this is happening to all of us all the time when we're co-parenting. It says, when I told my son that I finally had enough money to pay his phone bill, he told me to say thank you to his dad for giving me the money. I had to explain to him the situation. Oh my gosh. Right, so I already gave your mother money for that. You know, that dad, it's constant. It's never ending. The money talks, the money conversations, it's so frustrating. Do you think kids should even be involved in this? Of course, it depends on the kids' ages, right? Teenagers are especially difficult because they're starting to really appreciate money and they understand what money can do and how much they like money, and they start needing more, wanting more things like phones and certain clothes and things that might cost a lot. And when you say, I don't have the money, ask your father, and your father says, well, I already give your mother money for that. They get caught in this cycle, right? They should not have to figure out who's supposed to pay for what. This is an adult conversation, and they should be, hi, how are you? They should be not involved in the money talks. They should not have to figure out who's supposed to pay for what. And this that I just read, the son saying, well, you should thank dad for the money, I would just stop that right away. You know, nip that in the bud, saying, I don't know why your father's talking to you about money. That has nothing to do with you. What we spend and how we spend it, that is adult discussion. That is for us to decide, and it's really none of your business how the money works, because we have it figured out. Don't go ragging to him about your dad owes me money. I mean, of course, I didn't get this right. I got this all wrong. I did it really badly. That's why I want to help you do it the right way, because I was constantly saying, I can't do this because dad hasn't given me the money he's supposed to give me, or he's supposed to pay for that, not me. All it did was cause more anxiety and more stress in my children. You're asking them to take sides when you do that. Does that make sense? You know, you don't want them to get caught in the struggle, and you may be so upset with your ex-spouse, and they may be making things so hard for you around money, but here's the thing, you can't involve your children in it. And even when your child obviously has been told wrong information on the other side, and they come back and they throw that in your face, you still have got to take the high road. It's so hard. It's so hard, I know. But Surround yourself with people who get it. Come be part of my community. We will support you. Vent to us, vent to me. You have to. It's just going to make everything better in the long run. You have got to have conviction for what you are doing. And don't let any, especially not your child, second guess you or tell you you're wrong or tell you you should be thanking their dad for the money. Just stop that immediately. Say, I'm not having money conversations with you. This is not a discussion for you. This is something that's only going to be talked about with the adults, and just cut it down right then and there. All right, I know that's hard. It's so hard. All of this is so hard, but that's why we're here. I would love to invite you to tell me your own co-parenting struggles. I mentioned in the beginning, all 5 of my children, my 3 children and 2 stepchildren, gave me this amazing new light for my videos. It can be this way. What you're going through right now is so temporary. It seems like it's going to be forever, but it is so temporary. What you do now will inform the rest of your life, the rest of your children's lives. So if you're petty now, it will come back to bite you. Take the high road. Do it better than I did. Treat them with respect, of course, and compassion, but you are the parent, and put their interests first, put their needs first, and that means not involving them in the money conversations, all right? And you can one day have this amazing situation like I'm lucky enough to have, where all your children get along like brothers and sisters, a whole blended family that is so amazing and wonderful, and they will love you more for having taken the high road and not bashing their other parent and not involving them in conversations that they have no business being part of. Does that help? Does that make sense? I really want this for you. I really want you to get through this with as little collateral damage as possible, with as little damage to your children, damage to you, with as little stress. It's stressful. There's no way around it. But your body can only handle so much stress. So you've really got to manage it. And letting these things that your kids come back with, that they heard at their other parents' house, letting them affect you is hurting you so much more. It's wearing your body down, and now you're going to be compromised. You're not going to be able to make the best choices, the best decisions. The stress level will compromise your ability to parent. So let it go. Don't engage in a battle with it. Take deep breaths. Laugh it off. Don't engage, right? Don't engage in money conversations with your children, all right? I hope that helped. So I want to invite you, if you're new to my community, if you are interested in learning more about what it's like to work with me as your coach, I help women who are in toxic marriages or abusive marriages or controlling marriages, who know they need to get out but feel that they can't. They think they can't because of their children or because of money or because of, I haven't worked in 20 years. Whatever the thing is that is holding you back from leaving something that is hurting you, your family, your children, I help those women. I help women who are already engaged in a divorce process. I guide them through the divorce. I help minimize their legal fees, and I coach them through the entire thing. Or if you're newly divorced and you are having trouble reinventing yourself, you're having trouble being single again, you're having trouble getting back into the workforce, you're having trouble realizing this new, you don't know what your goals are yet. You don't know what you're working toward. You need a plan. You need an action plan. All these things around toxic marriage and divorce, these are the women I work with. If you're interested in talking to me about what that looks like, we can have what I call a get acquainted call. This is a no charge 45-minute call with me where we get to know each other. I find out what's going on with you, and we talk about if I think you're in a position where I can help you. And if we think that we're a good fit, then we'll talk about how we might work together. And I have different levels of programs for you, depending on budget, depending on the time commitment, depending on where you are in your process. So there are different levels of support, and we can talk about what all that looks like. But the first step is to get on my calendar and to book one of these free sessions with me. All right, so I will leave the link in this post when I'm done for how to get right onto my calendar and book that Get Acquainted call with me. You can find it on my website, which is just my name, victoriamccooey.com. And thank you for all the hearts and love and likes, and I really appreciate it. That's so great. Love that you all tuned in today, and I hope you'll come back next Monday at 1 o'clock, every Monday at 1 o'clock, where I have Manic Monday, that's what I call it. And I'll pop in from time to time during the week too, just to say hi and catch you up on what's going on. All right, thanks for the comments. Loved being here, and thanks for watching.